Hello learners, this video talks about the types of ecosystems. Ecosystems could be either aquatic or terrestrial. Aquatic ecosystems are all the ecosystems that are based on water, and terrestrial ecosystems are all those ecosystems which are based on land. So today we'll talk about the terrestrial ecosystems. Terrestrial ecosystems could also be of two types, that is natural or human-made. So, terrestrial ecosystem, as you can see, is any kind of land that is being occupied by the living as well as abiotic components. A forest ecosystem is a kind of ecosystem where the primary or the major vegetation consists of trees. And along with trees comes also a lot of fauna. Forest ecosystem can also be divided into various types. The first type is your tropical rainforests. Tropical rainforests contain a lot of biodiversity and they receive a lot of rainfall, around 80 to 400 inches annually. These regions are warm, moisture laden, and thus leading to a dense evergreen vegetation growth. And the trees or the vegetation in this region, in these rainforests, consists of a layered structure, the highest of which is called the canopy. Canopy is kind of like an umbrella where the vegetation of the trees kind of hide the ground from the emerging sunlight. There are also various emergent layers coming out of the canopy, and there is no season where leaves are shed together. So that is why these regions are also called evergreen rainforests. The next type is your tropical deciduous forests. Deciduous trees are usually those trees which shed their leaves in a particular season. So the tropical deciduous forests occur in regions where there is a heavy rainfall, but that specific time is followed by a period of dry season where there is very less moisture. Thus, the trees found in this region, they shed their leaves during this dry season. And this type of forest is found in quite a few parts of the world, and it's thus home to a lot of endemic species which are particularly suited to such a kind of habitat. Here is a figure representing your layered structure in a rainforest. So as you can see, there is a canopy layer at around 30 meters of height, and above the canopy layer there are emergents. Emergents are those trees which are growing above the canopy layer, and then there is something called an under canopy. Under canopy are all those trees that grow below the canopy, and then there is a shrub layer, and the forest floor is more or less empty because there is no direct sunlight reaching the ground. Thus very less herbs grow in the ground in such regions. The next type of forest is your temperate evergreen forests. These forests, as the name suggests, contain evergreen trees as well as conifers and also shrubs. And the climate consists of mild winters and warm summers, and the soils are usually poor in nutrients. Next is your temperate deciduous forests. These forests are located in temperate regions and there is a sufficient amount of rainfall received. Summers and winters are clearly defined, and the forest consists mainly of broadleaf trees. And as you all know, the broadleaf trees shed their leaves in the winter season. And another type of forest is your taiga. This region is basically situated near the Arctic Circle. It kind of merges into the tundra, Arctic tundra. It is denoted by evergreen and coniferous forests. The temperature is well below freezing for almost half of the year, and the remaining months there is a buzz of various animals and migratory birds. The second type of ecosystem after your forest ecosystems are the desert ecosystem. Deserts occupy nearly 17% of the land of the earth, and desert is any region which receives less than 25 centimeter rainfall per year. Some deserts contain sand dunes while others contain rocks, and due to low water availability and intense sunlight, the vegetation is also very less and poorly developed, and animal species like insects, reptiles, birds, etc. must be highly adapted to the dry conditions. Vegetation of deserts consists mainly of shrubs, bushes, few grasses, and rare trees. The stems and leaves of the plants are basically modified in order to conserve water, like succulents, and trees with spines, like cacti, to reduce the water losses. The next type of ecosystem is your grassland ecosystem. Grasslands are typically found both in tropical and temperate regions. They share common climatic characteristics, and that is semi-aridity. Semi-aridity means they are semi-dry. The area mainly comprises grasses with a little number of trees and shrubs. A lot of grazing animals, insectivores and herbivores, as well as their predators, inhabit the grasslands. There are two main types of grasslands: tropical and temperate. Tropical grasslands are warm all year round with a pronounced dry and rainy season, and it receives between 15 to 130 centimeter of rainfall annually. The best example is of your African savanna. Temperate grasslands receive between 25 to 75 centimeter rainfall annually and consists of a growing and a dominant season where no grass grows due to the cold. Examples of temperate grasslands are prairies, pampas, steppe. All of these are the names of grassland found in different continents of the world. The next type of natural ecosystem is the mountain ecosystem. Mountain land provides a scattered and diverse array of habitats where a lot of animals and plants are found. At the higher heights, under harsh environment, only the treeless alpine vegetation can survive, and animals surviving in such ecosystems have a thick fur coat for protection from cold and various cold avoidance strategies like hibernation for the harsh winter months. In the lower slopes, they are covered with coniferous forests. Examples of mountain ecosystem are all the mountain ranges of the earth, like your Himalayas, Alaska, Chile, Alps, etc. Thank you.